So I've been thinking a little bit about how to design a roadmap that's actually made to last, right? That actually has in mind how can we get the best possible outcome over a long time horizon. And so I basically broke it down to five things, which are we have speed, volume, the time horizon we actually choose. We have improving in general and consistency. And so I think those are the things that make up somebody being really good at something, right? Basically, it's just better, faster, more, things like that. And I kind of thought about what to focus on. And I did it basically by just asking, well, what has to happen first for the other ones to work? And so you have to start with consistency, because if I don't repeat the action, then nothing matters. It doesn't matter if you make something really great or you make it really fast or you plan on doing for a really long time. If you don't actually do it more than once, then we don't have any iterative process of making something better. Then only comes improvement, because we can only improve something that happened more than once, because we have to improve the old one to make the next one. And the reason we don't take something else like speed or volume is because then you would just make consistently a bunch of stuff, but they won't get better. That's like me just throwing a ball against a wall without ever trying to make something. You might get better by accident, but I think in general you do have to actually criticize, challenge, look at what other people are doing to make it better. Then I would say volume, because if you say, okay, you make 10 videos a day, it doesn't really matter if you can make them faster if that doesn't change how many we actually can do, right? So first we would do as many as we possibly could, 20 videos a day, if that's low quality, for example. And then, since we can't do more, and all of them would have a little bit of improvement, then we would say, okay, maybe by making it more efficient, by being able to make them faster, we can actually do more. And then it's just a time horizon. This whole process, do we do it for a week or do we do it for 10 years? And there you basically just win by saying, I'm just not going to stop until I die. And the cool thing about this, that it's very clear that you can be super low pressure at the beginning and just say, I want to build the habit of making, for me, for example, making videos. And since last time I lost out after day 15, I'm first just going to try to beat 15, which is, 6 or 5 more days. And then we're going to try to do 30 in a row and 60 in a row. And probably I will a little bit sooner try to have a little bit of an iterative process. But as I know from all the videos I've done so far, they're all just me picking up the camera. Because it's more important to do anything and do it consistently than trying too soon to always improve and then break consistency. That's why the order actually matters. We basically can only crank up all of these so much to not break the one from before. So it is good to try to improve, but not if we lose consistency. And it is good to do volume unless it stops us from being consistent. If you did push-ups, do them consistently, that's good. Do them harder every time, that's good. And do more volume. But if we do too hard every time, and so we can't go again next time because we're so still that we actually basically lose out on the cycle. And if we just do like 500 push-ups and then we lose out on actually being too, we cannot actually improve because we get too sore. If I make 500 videos, then the last few you kind of just crank out, there's not actually any improvement. So it doesn't make sense to scoot up the volume. And this is actually super conforming for me. That kind of relaxes you. Just go, this is all you have to do. Build a habit, make it so that you're the type of person that makes videos. And then you try to slowly but surely actually improve stuff. I'm still probably gonna try either today or tomorrow, analyzing a first video where I try to do something that's really uncomfortable for me, like doing acting or something, and just writing all the things that are wrong with it, so we actually have a little bit of a of a thing. But I think making this video first is really important because it kind of lets me relax to think like, oh fuck, I need to like get better faster. That's not the goal. That's not the goal. We lose if we stop being consistent, so that's the most important thing. Like basically what I did last time, honestly, like 10 months ago when I did 15 videos and then I stopped, that's what happened. I was like, I'm ambitious, I need to do cool stuff, and then I tried to do something very cool, and then I couldn't do it because my skills couldn't keep up, and then you kind of have a negative experience and life happens and it breaks. So let's learn from that and not actually make this mistake again.